Paul, what do you expect here from Mineral Area? I know we can look at the paper and say, hey, it's going to be a high-scoring game, but then again, how can we stop that?
I think it's going to be a challenge on both ends of the floor for us tonight. Looking at, we're not sure the record that we've seen is either this team or their varsity team, but look like a pretty athletic club.
And looking, it's not like too big of a height difference, though.
No, they don't seem to be. I don't think. Maybe that's one of the areas. Taller. Maybe that's one of the areas we can work on tonight is trying to keep them off the boards, and if we can hang with them in the rebound area, might surprise ourselves.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back with the starting lineups. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people...
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsandfocus.org.
Let it be.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
We all want to get the most for our money, and no other investment yields as great a return as the investment in education. A recent study shows that West Kentucky Community and Technical College adds value to our region through what it's spending, jobs it provides, and added income made by its graduates. Investing in WKCTC has proven results. Let's do the math. For every $1 a student invests in their WKCTC education, they'll receive nearly $7 in higher future earnings than those without a degree. Higher education is positively associated with lifestyle changes that lead to taxpayer savings and societal benefits in better health, less unemployment, and reduced crime. So total benefits to state taxpayers is over $63 million. This means for every tax dollar spent supporting students attending WKCTC, taxpayers will receive nearly $5.50 in return over the course of the student's working life. In fiscal year 2015-2016, WKCTC employed 549 faculty and staff with a payroll of $21 million. The college also spent another $14.5 million on goods and services. This generated over $24 million in added income to our region, or the equivalent of supporting 578 jobs. During the same year, WKCTC alumni and students generated over $117 million in added income to the community. Together, the local impact of having a strong community college in our region was over $141 million in added income, which means more trained workers, more jobs, and a stronger economy. Do the math. WKCTC is good for the region and good for the state.
Welcome back here, folks. We're at Hall's Gymnasium. Starting lineup's about to be announced. We're going to go ahead and jump in front of them. I'm going to turn it over to Paul Wingfield. He's going to start with the visitors on the scoreboard. Mineral Area Cardinals.
All right, starting tonight for the Cardinals from Mineral Area. They're from Park Hills, Missouri. We've got number 5, Patrick Strazala. We have number 10, David Cacklerees. Number 11, Steve Wooten. Number 20, Yahuza Ross. And number 32, Gabe O'Neill.
Folks, he did a great job right there, because if you look at the names on the rosters we got, their last names are hard to spell, let's say.
And who knows if those were even close. But
we're going with it.
Yes, we're going to go with that. And for our West Kentucky Stars, we have number 2, Jonathan Rogers. Number 3, Alex Van Hook. Number 22, Lamont Bell. Number 32, Al McFarland. And number 52, Jamison Hicks.
Very nice. And we mentioned right before we came back on the air, if you look at your screen right now, all the West Kentucky Tech fans are right behind the bench. So during the game, you're not going to see anybody on the opposing side. But we were talking about it. It's great to have some local talent here on the team and get some good support.
Absolutely. Jonathan Rogers getting the start tonight. I've known Jonathan for several years. He played here in Paducah at Community Christian Academy. I know him and his family very well, so I know they are here in attendance and very excited to see him getting the start tonight.
Absolutely. In last game, he did not start, so it's kind of like you build yourself up in practice. Jonathan has been working really hard in practice and gets rewarded here tonight.
Absolutely, and you like to see that. And he will, I'm sure, continue to develop as he gets more time playing at this level, moving up from the high school level. Last year, it's a big transition, but he seems to be making it well.
Officials here tonight, Kenny Perry, Russ Hall is going to throw it up in the air, and Steve Newsome. Good group of officials here tonight.
That is a good group.
Don't get much better than Kenny Perry and Russ Hall, and Steve's pretty great too.
Absolutely.
West Kentucky, they have been in the 2-3 zone here a lot recently.
Okay.
Not been playing man-to-man.
Well, looks like they start out in that same 2-3 tonight. Mineral Area moving it around the perimeter.
Oftentimes, last few games, as Lamont Bell goes, the Stars go.
Okay.
He has been on fire here recently for the Stars.
And Jacob,
second chance opportunities.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about in the pregame, where we need to at least stay even on the boards, and that's a turnover. They'll go back to the Stars, so our first offensive possession.
Looking on paper here, number 32, Gabe O'Neill in red. That's a big boy.
He's a big man. We don't have their heights on the roster that we have, so I'm not sure how tall he is.
And he was in high school last year.
Whew. Nice three-point basket there by Lamont Bell, and the Stars with the early 3-0 lead.
It's a great start for the Stars, especially for Lamont Bell to knock down a perimeter shot.
Absolutely. You want to see him, as you talked about earlier, we want him to get going early and often.
Nice feed down low. Number 20, that was Yahuza Ross.
Looks like foul there on McFarland. That'll be his first. And Ross will be at the line shooting 2.
Good. Ross is his last name, but spelled R-A-S-A-S. But I heard the assistant coach say it, so we're saying with Ross.
We like that. It's a little easier to pronounce than we think the other one. The way we were saying it originally would have been.
Another second chance opportunity there for the Cardinals.
Basket there by Wooten. And we're tied up at 3.
A little 1-2-2 press there for the Cardinals. See if it affects the Stars. And they're staring in a man-to-man defense, it looks like.
Another nice basket by Bell.
That's right. 2 shots, 5 points for Bell. Hopefully we can keep that one going for Bell.
Absolutely. If we're going to try and make this a game, I think we're going to have to keep it going for Bell.
James Hicks battling inside against that Gabe O'Neill. O'Neill kind of reminds you of some other big names, big guys. Last name's O'Neill.
Yeah, wonder if he's kin to that more famous O'Neill.
That's O'Neal. He's down there in the middle of everything. But Al McFarland pulls it out. Good decision there by Al to back it out. There's Rogers with the first touch for him.
Nice pass. Oh, with a nice conversion there by Hicks.
Jamison Hicks, very nice.
Nice to see my CCA Warrior buddy there with an assist.
James Hicks with a nice touch there from Elizabethtown, Illinois.
Very nice.
O'Neal got triple team there. Kicks it out, cross court. I wonder if they can shoot the threes, Paul. I don't know. They scored 115 points against last time. I bet they can.
Yeah, you would think they evidently hit some the last time we played them at their place for sure. But thus far, it's early, but thus far they haven't been too impressive from there. And a nice drive there by Bell.
4 for 4 from the field for the Stars. 7 points for Lamont Bell.
Great start for Bell and the Stars. 9-3, 3 minutes into the game.
Kind of like the Cardinals are still on the bus, huh? They were talking about their nice bus earlier.
Yes, and we'll take that. We needed this kind of start. So very, very happy to see the Stars come out with this effort thus far tonight.
Another three, another miss, but again, a second chance opportunity there for number 5.
Strazala.
I was hoping you would say the name.
Strazala.
Strazala is from Bayonne, New Jersey.
And he's one of the ones, Jacob, we talked about that I think played maybe some Division I ball at some point.
One of the paper that we was received here upon getting here to Hall Gymnasium, beside his name, beside where he's from, it says Manhattan. So I don't know if he used to play for Manhattan, University, and another scenario there for number 10 as well, where he possibly played for another university as well. Another three there by number 10. Nice rebound there by Al. Nice. We need some more of those.
Absolutely. Really blocked out very well there and got control. We'll give him just one opportunity down the floor, and we're going to need more of that.
Jonathan Rogers running baseline allows McFarland to go inside. Russ Hall is on call foul on number 11, Steve Wooten. I feel very confident saying that name.
There you go. And that's his first and the team first.
Man-to-man, great out-of-bounds play there.
Nice
go up with it.
Play. Basket by Hicks.
4 points, James Hicks. That's a great start for the Stars.
I'm telling you, we're pleasantly surprised here. Excellent. And like we've talked about, that's what you want to see. You want to see your team improve, that cohesiveness, get better. And these guys have, nice charge call there.
Very good job. As you can see the replay, great job by Brandon Story in the backstage in the truck.
Yes. Appreciate those guys in the truck.
Absolutely. Dan Shepard, Caleb Buford, Brandon Story, Lawrence Johnson tonight. They're all behind the camera. Brandon's running the show back there, so we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
And make us look better. Make me look better.
Make us both look better. Yep.
Keep all good call there by Steve Newsom. It's always great seeing Coach Gorley in the stands. He's just a class act. When I played here a few years ago, Coach Gorley, he didn't miss a practice. He washed the jerseys. He does all the dirty stuff that people don't want to do. So.
Exactly.
And he's just no affiliation really with the team no more. Just comes by and watches some good basketball.
You gotta love those kind of people.
Seems like you have a lot of those with Kentucky basketball. High school basketball, college, it doesn't matter. Lamont Bell.
Lamont Bell with another bucket, second chance bucket, and Stars up by 8, 5 minutes into the ball game. We're very proud of this start. Let's keep it up, fellas.
13 points for the Stars, all coming from Bell and Hicks. Nice replay here. Lamont Bell taking up strong here, absorbing some contact. Boom.
Very nice. Going to be out of bounds on the side for the Stars. And Jonathan Rogers again throwing it in.
Kenny Perry doing a great job over here in
Absolutely,
front of us.
always.
We'll go over here in the corner. Speaking of corners, the other corner has a radio announcer for Mineral Area. And again, you know you're good if you have radio announcing people following your
radio, team. That follow you around to your away games. And nice drive there by Van Hook, taking it strong to the hole and draws the foul.
Nice replay from our new camera up above.
That is awesome. I love that angle.
That's ESPN worthy right there.
That is. We are impressed, fellas. Foul was on Ross. Let me take that back. That foul was on O'Neal.
Good. We need to get him on foul.
Exactly. Get the big man in foul trouble. We'll be happy with that.
Not too many crazy hairdos in this game.
No.
Pretty calm. Have to talk about the shoes later or something.
Absolutely.
Good close out there by Al McFarland. He always has his hands up. He talks a lot on defense. What you like to see?
He does. Absolutely does.
Another three. They've taken a lot. Haven't hit one yet, but then, of course, I see it.
Strazala breaks that streak, unfortunately, and hits the first three-pointer for the Cardinals. Makes it 14-8. Stars with the lead.
That's 5 points for Strazala. Of course, their leading scorer. Still man-to-man. Lamont, he thought about it a little too much there.
He did. Had a move in mind, but made the move a little too quick.
This is going to be our first time out of the game. We're going to take one with them. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people...
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsinfocus.org.
Let it be, let it be.
Shot down there to a two-pointer.
And we're back here at Hall's Gymnasium. We're talking about the scoreboard. It was 14-8. Right now it's 14-7.
Looks like the referees went over to the scorer's table and had a little discussion there during halftime, during the timeout. And
I know they didn't look at the replay.
No.
They didn't come over here.
They didn't come over here and look at our screen, but
so
hey,
again,
we'll take it.
So still no three-pointers for the game.
Yes.
For them.
They decided evidently he must have had a foot on the line or something, so they changed that 3 to a 2. So 13-38 in the first half, and your Stars leading 14-7.
And again, let's just keep doing what we're doing here on defense. I like how we're flying out to the basketball, but again, can't keep giving up those second chance opportunities. They'll come back and bite us.
Exactly. Got to be strong on the boards.
That's a big guy down low, O'Neal. Wow. My word.
He is a big man, a big load to try and contain.
The thing of it is here, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine.
Paul, he gets lower than Jamison there.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest thing in the post. You get to establish your position. You got to get lower than the defender. And Jamison didn't get low enough there.
And that was Jamison's second foul, unfortunately, so he's going to go to the bench.
See how that impacts us inside.
Yeah, our biggest man on the floor is now on the bench, and their biggest man is still out there. So Jashad Fleming has checked in, number 21 for the Stars.
One of that last time out, Coach Luke Strigi,
Strigi, yeah.
From the Cardinals, probably made a point of emphasis, get this ball inside to O'Neal.
Woo.
Just a lot of control there.
Yeah, good move by Van Hook to take the baseline, but just kind of lost control there at the end as he tried to take the shot.
O'Neal, no double team came.
Oh, mercy.
And we just say, I don't know if you can really tell on the screen, but he is a lot bigger than our guys. Not necessarily, he's taller too, but he's tall, he's big. He does not miss workout day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, unfortunately, we've got two players now with 2 fouls. McFarland with 2 and Hicks with 2. McFarland stays on the floor with those 2 fouls. Hicks unfortunately had to go to the bench.
Just like that, a 5-0 run for the Cardinals, cut into the lead. Nice back door by Van Hook. Bricked it. And again, one opportunity for the Stars, and done.
Oh, nice pass. Nice pass inside there to Ross. He finishes it up, and quickly we're all tied. It was 14-7. In just a matter of minutes, it's 14-14.
Alex Van Hook had to have been thinking,
Nice.
very good. I like how he took it to the basket. He just missed a couple shots. He's like, I'm just going to take it to the basket here and see if he can get fouled.
That's good. Sometimes you get a
Great.
little tentative when you've missed a couple like that, but he took it strong to the hole and was rewarded for it.
It was a very smart decision.
3-point basket there by Wooten,
We're going to say that's their first 3 of the game.
and that will be their first 3 of the game. I don't think they're going to change that one. He seemed like he was well beyond the line.
Pow. You know, if we didn't scoot back earlier, that was going to hit our table.
that could have taken off what little hair I have left.
17-16 looks like a substitution here for the Cardinals. Going to bring in for the first time number 3, Anthony Whale.
Anthony
Whale.
he's a Kentucky boy out of Louisville. Looks like he's going to take over point guard duties here for the Cardinals.
Mentioned Kentucky boy, the head coach Luke Strigi. He has some Kentucky ties. He was assistant with Western Kentucky University, Eastern Kentucky University.
Yeah, he has some Division I coaching experience.
His latest there with Eastern Kentucky. Of course, in the OVC with Murray State. Alex Van Hook gets a little confidence, takes it to the basket.
Gets the home court roll. Van Hook looking good here in the early going.
5 points for Alex Van Hook.
19-18. Cardinals with a 1-point lead.
Another strong take inside by the Cardinal big guys. Second chance opportunity. This is going to be a third chance opportunity. O'Neal calling for the ball. Another 3-pointer by number 11. That's Wooten. That's his second. Hey, Paul, he can shoot.
Yeah, we were kind of hopeful there for a few minutes that maybe their 3-point shooting wasn't their forte, but evidently they do have a few guys who are able to take that.
Looks like they've scored about 15 points last 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, that
Looks
was
like they had to call something there, but
good job there by Jonathan Rogers, picking up a loose ball and looking immediately down the floor to find McFarland. And the Stars have cut it back to 2.
He just made 2 in a row.
Oh, mercy.
Hand down, man down, as we like to say.
Exactly.
13 points for Wooten.
Mr. Wooten has found the hot hand, knocking down 3-pointers right and left.
He can shoot it 3 for 3. See how we change to accommodate on the defensive end. There he is again. Good fly out there by Lamont Bell, but it leads to a straight line basket for number 21. That is going to be Jared Grubb. They're going to take a timeout here. Let's just keep it here and talk about what changed there. It was about 13 minutes, and it was 14-7 Stars, and
Yes.
then they just went on a 20-6 run like it was nothing.
Yeah, and we were concerned about that, obviously, coming in, knowing that the last time we had played and met them at their place, they had put 115 points on the board.
This is kind of the scoring streak they must have did
yes.
in Missouri.
So they can score quickly, which we have just witnessed, unfortunately, to put them up by 7. Mr. Wooten found the hot hand and put in about 3 threes in a row.
Yeah, good news though. Hot hand. The coach is going to cool him off. He just took it to the bench.
That's good. We'll be happy for that.
That's right.
Let him cool off over there on the bench.
So now I bet they're going to go inside to O'Neal, but
Yes,
let's worry about ourselves and see if we can get some points here.
exactly. See what we can do on the offensive end this time.
Jashad Fleming into the game for the Stars. Number 21 on the screen. 1 and done for the Stars.
Van Hook couldn't get that one to fall, and the Cardinals take it back down quickly to their end of the floor. And I would imagine, as you said, they're probably going to be looking inside. Well, no, they're going to try outside.
Inside, outside, they're good. I like him shooting. Pick up strong, Lamont. Very good.
Very nice. Basket by Lamont Bell again. Good vision of the floor there by Jonathan Rogers, looking up quickly and finding Bell on the break.
Lamont has 11 points, half of the points for the Stars.
And another
good defense.
Another turnover. Excellent defense by the Stars. So let's cut in a little bit more. Cut this lead down to 5.
That's
let's see if we can get it to 4 or 3.
We mentioned Wooten with the hot hand on the bench. He's already at the scores table, about to check back in.
Coach didn't like that.
He didn't have enough time to cool off.
He decided that Stars were kind of mounting a small little run there, and he didn't want that to happen, so he's got his 3-point sharpshooter back in the game.
It was an awesome replay there in the truck by Brandon's store. It's awesome. New camera view. I like it. Number 21, he's not afraid to shoot it.
He's not, and that one he put down, Mr. Grubb, with his first 3-pointer of the game.
Now they have 4 threes in the ball game.
And that extends their lead out to 8 points.
Mark Bell with a straight line drive. I like it.
Nice take to the bucket there by Bell. And fortunately, Mr. Bell is keeping us in this game.
Without Bell, not sure where we'd be right now.
Exactly.
There's a Louisville native with the 3-point shot. No good.
Nope. Once again, second chance opportunity.
Good call there by
got a traveling call there, so a turnover, and it'll go back to the Stars.
There's no replay here by Lamont Bell. Take it nice and strong.
Beautiful.
It almost looked like the defender got a tip on it, but not quick enough. Jonathan Rogers handling the basketball. Going to give it up to Jashad Fleming. He's from Union County, somewhat close by here in Kentucky.
And took it strong to the basket and got the foul called. Foul there on Grubb, the one who just hit the 3-pointer down there for the Cardinals a few moments ago. And a blocking foul, so we're going to have Fleming at the line, shooting 2.
Most unique hair award goes to Jashad this game.
I would think, say. Yes, I would definitely agree with that.
Number 20 is trying for the Cardinals, the Mineral Area.
That's a weak effort.
Jashad with his first point of the game, 1 for 2 at the line, 2 for 4 tonight for the Stars. 2 for 4 for the Cardinals as well. I like to hear him talk on defense. I love to hear that. Coach Schumber does as well. Second chance opportunity.
Yes.
Missed it. Couldn't convert. I like it.
McFarland comes down finally with the board. And still just a 5-point ball game here, Jacob.
Very nice.
Very proud of our Stars.
Only 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Sticking with it. Could have been called a foul. No call was that, though. Ow. With a wonderful move. Do-si-do. Spin-a-roo. I like it.
Strong to the bucket. Spinning basket. And the basket counts, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point possibility. Foul was on Grubb, number 21. And Mr. O'Neal will check back in for the Cardinals. So far, Coach Chumbler has decided to keep Jamison Hicks, our big guy, on the bench with his 2 fouls.
McFarland with the missed free throw. Good effort there by Jashad Fleming, but of course it was off on him. The Stars are going to stay in the 2-3 zone. Try to fly out to the shooters. Got to be aware of Wooten. Wooten's number 11 coming across the screen there, setting that ball screen there.
Yeah, I don't think either team has come out of their initial defense. The Stars have played this 2-3 zone the entire time, and the Cardinals have been man-to-man.
Staying true to what you know.
Looked like a walk.
There's Wooten. He's hit 3. Missed 1.
Maybe we cooled him off a little bit. That's when
right.
they took him. Coach put him on the bench, so we'll be happy with that.
That's right. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you hit 3 threes, leave a guy in there. But
you would think so, wouldn't you? We're glad he made that decision. Maybe it cooled him down a little bit.
That's right. Only a 3-point game here. Good look there by Rogers. McFarland in the post. See if he can come up with a nice move. He rocketed that ball.
Nice snag there by Fleming. That ball was coming fast.
Lamont Bell with a deep 3.
Oh, just a little short. Strazala looks like he travels almost every time he has the ball. But thus far, it hasn't been called, so I guess he's not.
No, so Strazala, he's number 5 in red. It does. He has hit a 3. He got a few points. No, he's got 4 points. Strazala.
Oh, nice 3-point basket there by Fleming. Good to see that out of Jashad. And that brings it back to a 2-point game with 5.5 left in the first half.
Strazala.
And no second chance opportunity that time, but a turnover on our end.
And look who's walking in the door, president of West Kentucky Community Technical College, Dr. Anton Reese. It's great to have the support here for the Stars. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. He's a great guy.
Great to see it.
Well, Cardinals back on their offensive end, and a nice steal by Van Hook. Lamont Bell going to take it up strong and going to be blocked by Mr. O'Neal.
Here's Strazala.
And he walked. Finally. Finally.
You knew it was about to happen.
I have wanted him to be called for traveling 3 different times.
It was only a matter.
And the Stars are going to put in number 1, Dre Smith.
For the first time tonight.
First time tonight that Dre's going to get on the court. Again, not from Paducah, but from Fulton County. So another Region 1 Kentucky basketball player into the game for the Stars.
Good rebound there by Jonathan Rogers. Kicks it out to Dre Smith. No, excuse me, Fleming.
Uh-oh.
This might be a dunk.
Oh. Good hustle there by Fleming.
Glad he was reaching for the basketball. A lot of times they might call it intentional, but Jashad, he was going for the basketball there.
He was. Second foul.
Not to give up on the play.
Second foul on Jashad. Going to send O'Neal back to the line, but he definitely, we'll see if O'Neal hits both these, but he definitely prevented what was going to be a massive dunk.
Yeah. He doesn't look like he was in high school last year, does he? He's a big guy.
He really doesn't, but he is listed as a freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
They don't have like how tall they are, how much they weigh, and not too impressed. I mean, he's tall, but man, he's just.
Yeah.
I keep talking about him. Not talking about him. He's just a mature dude.
Yes.
But he's 1 for 4 at the free throw line, so.
Yeah, so if he
keep
goes
fouling him.
If he gets any more breakaways, foul him. In and out there by Van Hook. And the Cardinals on the run again.
Rooting coast to coast, too easy.
Oh,
there was the dunk almost.
Nice looking up, seeing the floor, and Mr. Fleming.
That was a 4-point swing right there for the Stars.
Jacob, we are tied up. Proud of these young men tonight.
One word to describe it, I'm using incredible. I like it.
Absolutely.
When you think about what the Stars have lost mid-season, lost by 40 in Missouri, it's a great effort for the Stars. Lamont Bell in the corner to take a 3-point lead off the mark. But again, Jonathan Rogers attacking the glass.
He is.
Jonathan Rogers, he might not score, but somebody's mad. But he's attacking the basket.
Mr. O'Neal taken out of the game, and none too happy either with being taken out or just with his missing that last dunk perhaps. He's not happy.
Strazala rooting with the rebound. Second chance opportunity. Third chance opportunity.
Basket there by Ross.
Yahuza.
Yahuza Ross.
It's fun to say.
Absolutely. Rogers bringing the ball up the floor and gets stripped.
They're off the backboard. Oh, no. He's on dunk it. I guess you can count as a dunk. Was that a dunk? It was close. Kind of a lay-in.
Yeah, kind of a lay-in dunk. But it takes the lead back out to 4. And I thought that was really nice. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but Jonathan Rogers had that last ball stripped, and Streege, the coach for the Cardinals, came over on the sideline and told him, hey, keep your head up, you're doing a good job. So I'd like to see that sportsmanship.
Exactly.
That says a lot about Coach Streege.
That was a nice pass.
That was a little behind the head pass. That was going to be on Van Hook. of the Stars. Or maybe not.
Jonathan Rogers, I didn't think he was close to the ball, was he? I don't know.
Well, they put 3 up on the board, which is Van Hook, and that's who I thought the foul was on. Maybe the announcer just announced the wrong player because they have the foul on the board as being on Van Hook.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Well with the ball. He's number 3 from Louisville, Kentucky. Nice alley-oop.
Nice look inside to Mr. Wooten. And 2:20. 38-34. A little over 2 minutes remaining in this first half.
15 points for Wooten. Dre Smith kind of got in trouble there. Again, bad pass there by Rogers. Whale with the easy layup.
Unfortunately, leads to that easy breakaway for Wales.
Kevin, we take away some of these unforced turnovers here for the Stars, and we're right here in this. That's a goaltend. That was a goaltend.
That definitely was a goaltend. He definitely, oh my.
That's a big dunk.
Yes.
That's a 4-point swing in the opposite direction.
Yes, unfortunately, extends their lead back out
for
to
the
8.
Stars. We're going to watch this replay here, and then we're going to take it to a break. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
That definitely was goaltending.
It was.
He
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
And we're back here with the Stars at Hall's Gymnasium. Sometimes we have to talk when we come back on the air. We was talking about people in the stands. Never know who we're going to talk about.
Exactly. Number 20, Zach Tracy, has come into the game. And a nice take to the bucket there by Bell. He draws a foul. Zach Tracy is another Community Christian young man, played at Community Christian and then also played at the Christian Fellowship over in Marshall County.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I would have never known that. Great insight. Like it.
And a free throw made there by Bell.
So you kind of did the sports announcing for a lot of their games, probably at Mayfield at the Class A or something.
I do the All-A Classic,
right.
and then 3 of my sons went to Community Christian Academy.
Okay.
So
about the same age?
Well, they're younger.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think my son Jonathan was a senior when Jonathan Rogers was a freshman.
Okay, gotcha. It's Western Kentucky. Everybody knows everybody.
Exactly. Just one big family.
There's a
Traveling call. We'll take that. 1:21 left in this first half, and Stars mounting a little bit of a comeback here. They've got it back down to 6, and we can get even closer to that by halftime. That would be awesome. Van Hook bringing the ball up the floor.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Paul.
Yeah.
Who shot those last free throws down here? I was talking too much. They went 2 for 2.
That was Mr. Bell.
Okay, good. I'm going to give him some more points on that.
Yes, Mr. Bell.
That is why we say my points over here is unofficial, and Gary McLean at halftime, he's got the official score.
He has, yes. Whatever Gary says is accurate and correct.
He's number 10. He's really been trying to dunk it here lately.
He has. Didn't try that time.
8-point lead.
Cackleries.
David. I like saying the first name. O'Neal with the block there.
Hard to get in there amongst the trees when you're Jonathan's size. And unfortunately, Mr. O'Neal gets the friendly roll and opportunity for a 3-point play.
Going to send him to the free throw line. He has 9 points, but he's only 1 for 4 at the line.
Yes.
So I'm going to say he's going to miss it again. There's the president of West Kentucky Community Technical College, Dr. Reese. Wonderful man. Does some great things here.
Yes, he does.
The community everywhere.
Yes, he certainly does. Well, Jacob, we are down to the final seconds of this first half. Unfortunately, the lead has bloomed up to 11.
But still, so many positives out of this, I think. So many positives.
Absolutely. Foul there on number 11, Wooten. One of their better three-point shooters. So if we could get him in foul trouble, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
17 points for Bell at the line. He's 2 for 2 here tonight. Make it 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
If you look at this, folks, I don't know how well you can tell it, but like Lamont Bell, the way he shoots his stroke, very lot of rotation.
Yes.
On the basketball. Goes in. With the rotation, it just even allows if it hits the side of the rim or part of the rim, it just gives it more of an opportunity, I feel like, to go in.
Absolutely.
Shooter's touch.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
19 for Bell. Jazala, he thought about it again. They've taken quite a few threes.
Yes, they have.
There's Whale. He's the one from Louisville. He made a three. Boo.
Yeah.
You don't want that. 5 points for Anthony Whale.
Van Hook coming down here under 10 seconds now.
Oh, I thought that from our
vantage point, that was right on. It looked like it was right on line as to where it was going.
Well, the teams are headed to the locker room. We're going to take a break. It's 50-38. Advantage Mineral Area Cardinals. We're going to be back with some halftime action. You're watching WKCTC basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people...
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsandfocus.org.
Let it be.
A new scholarship for nursing students at West Kentucky Community and Technical College is making a difference in the life of Olivia Pfizer, the first student to receive the Bailey N. Holt Tribute Scholarship.
To be the first recipient of this scholarship is such an honor for me, especially coming from Marshall County, and I just hope that Bailey is proud of me and will watch over me while I go through school, and I'll just keep her in my mind.
Paducah Uniform Headquarters owner Kimberly Davis established the $500 scholarship as a way to honor Bailey Holt, one of the students who died in the shooting at Marshall County High School in January 2018. Davis says when she found out that Bailey wanted to be a nurse, she knew she had to do something for the family.
We knew we had to help out, be a part of, do something to live out Bailey's passion.
She wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse. That was her dream. That was her heart. That was her being. She wanted to be a nurse. That's all she talked about.
Like Bailey, Olivia wants to be a labor and delivery nurse. The scholarship is helping Olivia work toward that dream.
We used the scholarship to help pay for my first semester of nursing school. It went towards my tuition. The scholarship was really a big blessing for me and my family.
The scholarship requires students to be enrolled in the WKCTC nursing program, earn a minimum 3.0 GPA, and possess the qualities of scholarship, leadership, and community service. Applicants also wrote an essay on why they wanted to become a nurse. When Kimberly received the essays, she made the choice not to read them.
I didn't want to sway the family. I wanted them to read the essays and choose who spoke to them.
The way she wrote her essay, it touched my husband and I both. My first impression of Olivia was she reminded me so much of Bailey. In so many ways. She loves her family, loves her friends, and has a true passion for nursing, and that was very important to us.
Whenever I got the call, I didn't even think about the money. I just can't believe that they picked me.
It's not about the money, it's about helping people, and the hashtag Be Like Bailey, be kind, help others, be true to yourself, and follow your dreams. And I think that's what Olivia is going to do.
Secret and Olivia meeting for the first time. The smiles on their faces reflect how the scholarship has built a lifelong connection between them.
And we're back here, basketball fans. We just slid right in Mr. Gary McLean. Again, he is the man with all the stats here this evening.
It's like coming into second base. I slid right on in
You slid right on in here. Tell you what, Gary, that was a good first half for the Stars. Even though we're down by 12, we lost by 40 at their place.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's not too bad at all. And then, well, actually, they kind of pumped it up here. It was 34 all, I believe it was.
Yes, it was.
And then all of a sudden, they just went, pew, you know, and so.
What did they do again? How'd they go? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's certain ways you can do that.
That's how they go really fast and score. They scored 115 when we played them last time.
Oh, well.
So they.
Well, let's see if they don't make sure they don't do that this time.
Kicked on the burners.
I know. So. Let's see what we do with this.
Well, this time I want to say this before Gary starts talking about how many points they got. This was the fastest he's ever been over here. So he did really good math, or he could have got a calculator tonight. He did good.
Well, it's like, I mean, 38 points is not really hard, you know. And sometimes I struggle, you know. I mean, it's just one of those things that you just have to work through, you know.
It's part of it. I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, you too, buddy. All right, let's see here. We got Mineral Area, and we had Mr. Anthony Wells had 5 points. Patrick Strazella had 4. David Kacheris. These names they're a little bit of a challenge, you know. So
you're doing a great job. Don't ask me to pronounce.
I said maybe I'm not butchering them too bad, you know. So with 4 points, Steve Wooten, he's our high man with 17, and he is actually their star player, I believe. Is what I was told.
He had a lot of threes.
Yeah, he had a lot of threes, and
3 of them, I think.
Rosas, he had 3.
Hey, I think we might be trying too hard on that name. I heard the assistant say Ross.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just plain Ross, I believe. I mean, we're adding, I mean, the way it's spelled, we're adding extra syllables and words.
Me and Paul was thinking Rossauce, so that was, we was close.
Well, yeah, his first name is Jahuza, I believe it is.
We were saying, Jahuza. We were saying Yahuza.
Like I said, I don't want to butcher his name too bad. I mean, you know.
Maybe he won't go back and listen. So.
Yeah. All right, Jerry Grubbs, he had 5, and Gabe O'Neill, he had 12.
You said that one right, Gabe.
Yeah, that was good. I did well with that one.
He's a big dude, huh?
He is a large dude. I'm serious. He sat out on that bench at one time and was like, "Dad, come, boy." I mean, I'm a big boy, but I mean, he's like, heck. He made me look like a little 12-year-old, you know. So, anyway, we got Dre Smith.
He was in high school last year.
Was he?
Well, he's a freshman. So.
Well, that is right. He would have been. What do you think about that? That's crazy.
I wouldn't want to play against him.
I wouldn't either. Shoot. Anyway, we're going to go with Dre Smith. He didn't get to score tonight yet. Jonathan Rogers, he played his heart out.
He went
and
to
he got
board.
tired toward the end. You could tell he got tired, you know.
Maybe he needs the 15-minute halftime.
I think, you know, bless his heart. I mean, he did a good job. He was in the right place at the right time.
Really crashing the boards.
Yeah, he was. He's doing a great job with that. He had 0 points. We had Alex Van Hook had 5. Let's see here. We had Zach Tracy was able to play tonight. He had no points. Jashad Fleming had 6. Lamont Bell, he just kicked it up, turned it on, and let it happen.
Without
him, 19 points. Yeah, without him,
he's at half the points.
Yeah, we'd our face would be painted red and called us embarrassed. You know, I mean, you know,
yep,
so but
right there.
Yeah, but he kicked it in good, and then it's one you can go to. That's for sure. Al McFarland had 4. Jamison Hicks had 4, and. Let's say we had 7 fouls for Mineral Area. We had 6 fouls for us, so that's not bad. That's only 13 points. Fouls for the first half. That's a good thing.
13 fouls total.
Yep, that's a really good thing. So here at halftime, it's 50-38.
That's really good. I think there's been games there's like 50 fouls called.
Well, I think one game not too long ago this year there were 64 to be exact.
64.
Yeah, that was our high game so far. So.
Well, take their whistles away from the referees.
That's right.
So,
give me that thing. So you are grounded from that whistle tonight. You know.
Right. Gary, we'll see you after the game. Hopefully it's a 12-point game now, so we're going to make note of that and see what it is at the end of the game. Hopefully we can pull even closer and not get this victory here tonight. Thank you. We'll see you in a little bit, okay, buddy?
See you in a little bit. All right, buddy.
We'll be right back with Mr. Paul. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people...
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsandfocus.org.
Let it be, let it be.
Welcome back here to Hall's Gymnasium. As you can see on your screen there, it's still 6 minutes to go until inbounds of the second half. We were talking about that. Not really sure. I mean, I'm sure, most colleges, I think, you get 15 minutes. But here, 15 minutes for halftime. They're back out on the floor, 6 or 7 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Yeah, I think we could have probably gone with a 10-minute halftime, but hey, I don't know. Maybe that's standard regulation or something. You have to give them 15 no matter what. But both teams are back out on the floor, and we've got a little over 5 minutes left before we start the second half.
Most everyone is trying to attempt to get loose again. As you see, Wooten's out there hitting threes a lot. But you got O'Neill and Ross over here laying down next to their bench, as you can see over there next to the scores table.
Yes.
So you just never know what you're going to find here. But you never know what you're going to find here in the second half. And one of the main things what I'm thinking we're going to see, and I want to know your opinion too, how close can we keep this to a 12-point game, and how much can we keep them off second chance points off the glass? Because that's going to be the big factor.
Absolutely. We have talked about throughout the first half. Very proud of the Stars tonight. Excellent effort
Couldn't have
again.
asked for a better.
No. Hustle. Again, getting beat on the board some, giving them too many second chance opportunities. But lots of positive things like we talked about at the beginning of the game. You want to see a team start to develop that cohesiveness. You want to see them develop as a team and work together, and I think we've definitely seen some great strides in that direction tonight.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. It's kind of been the story of the year. Not really want to say that for the Stars, but a lot of teams that we've played, we've had trouble keeping them off the offensive glass.
Yes.
And, they got some big guys such as O'Neill, and they're crashing the boards, and we got to learn how to put a body on them and block them out.
And it certainly didn't help the Stars in the first half that our biggest man, Jamison Hicks, got 2 early fouls and basically set out more than half of that first half because of those 2 fouls.
We'll see because maybe he's going to get to play a little more here in the second half, because he was impactful that first few minutes. He had 4 points.
Absolutely. We have talked about their big man, Gabe O'Neill, and he really kind of hit stride once our big man was out of the game. We didn't have anyone who really could put much pressure or containment on him.
And in that first half, you can't talk about the Stars without mentioning Lamont Bell. He's got 19 points. He has half of the points for the Stars.
Lamont played an excellent first half, kept us in the ball game, kept us close and respectable. And again, that's kind of what we're hoping for in the second half. Again, when these two teams met back in November over in Park Hills, Missouri at Mineral Area's gym, it was a 40-point ball game.
Yes.
So you want to see, which we are seeing, is vast improvement from the earlier time when these two teams met. And again, we're very excited about the Stars where they are, and you want to see that improvement continue. And we hope we'll see that in the second half, that they'll come out scrappy and fighting and doing a lot of the good things that they did in the first half.
Absolutely. So you think about halftimes. One of the biggest things for halftimes as your coach or player, adjustments. You can always have in-game adjustments, changing from, different defenses, 2-3 zone, man-to-man to accommodate a certain player, or, boxing one, things like that. But the biggest thing tonight here for Coach Chumbler in the locker room, with the 15 minutes we had to talk about it.
Yes.
It has to be that box now. And I know it was kind of like, we say it a lot, but again, if we box out, it's limiting their chances to score. And here in the second half, it took them a long time to get going in the first half. I don't really suspect that here in the second half.
No.
They're going to be fired up.
Yeah, I think we were fortunate, and let's give the Stars some credit too. There's some good hustle on defense and created some turnovers and some other things like that. We'll see. It would be nice if they came out and had a slow start, if the Cardinals had that again in the second half. But again, just proud of our guys for the way they played that first half, and looking forward to them coming out and giving a good, strong effort here in the second half.
Absolutely. I'm just going to let this know. Tell Brandon, hey, Brandon, we're just going to keep it here for a second, because you never know. Sometimes we don't let the clock run out all the way to 0. So we'll just keep it here until the start of the second half. And again, here comes Luke Strigi coming out, but Strazala, he's sitting in the coach's chair. So we're going to see what happens there. But again, limiting their second chance opportunities, keeping them off the glass, taking away a 3-point shot. I like the Stars' chances here. Keep Lamont Bell going strong. And I guess stay in that 2-3 zone there. Probably what Coach Chumler's telling the Stars there.
Absolutely. You can see on your screen, Coach Chumbler kind of giving some final instructions to the Stars as they come out to begin the second half. And it looks like we've got same starting 5 for the Stars that started the first half. Will start the second. We do have Jamison Hicks, number 52, who is our biggest player for the Stars. He's back in, so hopefully he'll be able to put a little pressure and battle with Mr. O'Neill. We are just about ready for the second half to start. Stars ball at midcourt. And we are underway. Mr. Bell with the ball, top of the key. And again, he half of our points. And Jonathan Rogers is going to fire a 3.
It might be his first shot attempt. I like him shooting it there. I like that. Wooten is there in the corner. Get a fire out to him. He is their big 3-point shooter. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
have
very,
a
very
gentleman
much.
here bring us some water. We appreciate that. The Cardinals still staying in that man-to-man.
They are staying in the man-to-man. Again, I don't think either team has changed defenses. Going to have a traveling call there against Lamont Bell for the Stars.
Seems like it just got a lot warmer in here. Did you notice that? It seemed hot, right?
It is warm in Hall's Gymnasium tonight. Maybe some of that.
But it's dry.
But it's a dry heat. So
if you go outside, it's going to be wet.
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully the rain stopped a little bit.
And Jacob, as we talked about earlier, unfortunately those second chance opportunities have given Ross and the Cardinals another score.
Yahuza. Ross, number 20.
That's right.
Defending Bell. There's Wooten. He's guarding McFarland. Hicks is number 52, the one we talked about had 2 early fouls during the first half. Gary mentioned that was a charge on Wooten. I think that's a good call. He extended his arm there.
He did.
He mentioned that I think we all agree Wooten was their best player. Him and O'Neill.
Yes. And he did. He came through into Van Hook's chest, and Van Hook was able to get the charging call. So
they got a nice blue towel to wipe up some. Now look, it's starting to get wet in here. We're talking about it being dry.
You're talking about it being dry, and here we are having to pull out the towels.
Well, it didn't take them long to start sweating then, because they had 15 minutes to cool off, and a minute and a half in, somebody's already sweating a lot. So don't take much, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's probably that 7-minute warm-up they had before we started.
Takes a lot out of you laying down on the floor, don't it?
Exactly. Jonathan Rogers bringing the ball up for the Stars. Closely guarded there by...
Good save there by
Cackle-Rees, and that's going to be a basket by Cackle-Rees.
6 points for number 10, David Cackle-Rees. I really didn't want to say the last name. Jameson Hicks with some nice shoes. Look at those yellow shoes. Makes him faster.
Absolutely.
He wears those. Good screen there by Hicks. Allows for the drive.
There we go. Mr. Bell again, by far our leading scorer, and a nice take to the basket there.
Has over half, 21 points for Lamont Bell. Still in the 2-3 zone for the Stars. What you try to avoid is what just happened. Drive right to the middle.
And a turnover there by the Cardinals. Going to give the Stars the ball back. Kind of a slow start here for the Stars in the second half, but Bucket the last time down the floor. Maybe they'll get things in gear here and cut into this lead a little bit.
We'll call a foul there on Al McFarland.
Fortunately, I think that's going to be the third for Mr. McFarland.
Gonna take it out of bounds on the far sideline.
Tell you what, Jacob, we were kind of watching O'Neill when they were just over here standing where they're on the offensive end, on the end where we broadcast from, and he's even bigger the closer up.
Yeah, the closer he gets to it,
the closer he gets, the bigger he is.
Because, you think about Al.
Well,
he's one of our big guys.
Al's listed at 6'6" on our information. I mean, Jamison Hicks is listed at 6'6". So,
yeah.
You look at him standing right there by Hicks, and you see O'Neill standing by him, and he has to be taller than 6'6". And a nice look inside and basket there by Hicks.
6 points there for Jamison Hicks. And again, O'Neill setting that screen. You're going to do some damage because it sets the screen.
Yeah.
And rolling to the basket.
Yeah, that's a scary sight.
And Alex Van Hook with the rebound. See if we can get Bell a shot here. Or Van Hook with a three. I'll take that if he makes it.
Oh, nice rebound there by Hicks. And
a second chance opportunity for us. Couldn't convert.
Just a little short.
Here comes Wooten.
And Jonathan Rogers in the right place at the right time, pulling down the board. And he's going to get a foul, draw the foul on Cackle-Rees.
(56-42), 14-point game. Grown by 2 points since halftime. Assistant coach over here for the Cardinals really directing someone, taking O'Neill out.
Taking O'Neill out and putting in number 3, Anthony Wales, who he did play some in the first half.
Yeah, he had a three-pointer and a layup too, I believe. He had 5 points, Anthony Wales. Staying true to what they know, man-to-man zone for the Cardinals. Nice crossover there by Al McFarland. Good take.
Nice. Taking it strong the hole by Al McFarland. And they've cut it back to 12, which was the lead at half.
Staying right there with them for the first 5 minutes of the second half.
We'll take that.
A lot of times coaches say first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. Who can get going first? Second chance opportunity. Those are killers we talk about all the time. That's a killer. 9 points for Yahuza.
Definitely have hurt us tonight. And there just wasn't anybody in the lane there blocking him out. It was just a fairly easy rebound and follow-up. Well, that should have been a foul.
I believe so. But second chance opportunity for Jamison Hicks. That's 8 points for 6. And what you don't want to see is Bell down on the far end.
You definitely, I saw him just a minute ago kind of leaning over, maybe grabbing at his calf. So I don't know if he's just tight. Hopefully that's all it is.
Maybe some cramps or something.
Yeah.
Good.
He
Teammates
is up,
there.
as you can
Keep
see,
him up.
and headed back toward the bench. Number 21, Jashad Fleming, will check in for him and come in for the Stars. Wales thought about trying another three, but didn't quite get it off.
That was a good ball movement here for the Cardinals.
Little Euro step there.
That's right.
Little Euro step there by Cackle-Rees.
I'm glad you're saying his name and not me.
I have no earthly idea how to say his name.
It sounds right. It sounds great. You sound confident. That's the most important thing.
Nice baseline move there by McFarland. Just couldn't get the bucket.
Wooten, he can shoot it. He thought about it. Drive in. Number 21, Grubb.
Back out to Wooten. And nice rebound by Van Hook, and we're going the other way.
14-point lead for the Cardinals. Alex Van Hook, he thought about it.
He thought about a long distance three, and then unfortunately threw it away.
Should have just shot it.
Yeah, that would have been better than throwing it out of bounds.
And with Lamont and Bell out, who are we looking for to get going here on offense? Alex Van Hook driving to the basket or something like that? What do we need?
But we're going to have Van Hook. We're going to maybe have Al McFarland taking it in.
Exactly. See if we can have somebody driving to the basket. I don't really know about our three-point shooting right now.
Drive and a dish off to Hicks maybe. But, yeah, when the guy who has half your points has to go out of the ball game, you get a little concerned.
And he is Lamont, I think he's still back there kind of in the corner, stretching.
Stretching maybe. Hopefully, like you said, maybe just some leg cramps. And Stars almost threw it away, but McFarland was able to control that, and now comes back out top of the key.
Should we have some off-the-ball movement here for the Stars?
Oh, nice look.
Very good.
Nice look by Fleming into McFarland.
Just a simple back screen there by Higgs. Got McFarland wide open.
Absolutely. And the Stars, it's a 14-point lead, so they've only been outscored by 2 thus far in the second half. Oh, nice hustle. Oh. Nice hustle by Fleming.
It was really good hustle. One thing you always hear in basketball, don't throw it back in under the opposing team's basket so they can score real quick.
Exactly.
Good hustle nonetheless.
Nice replay back there by McFarland's last bucket. Foul there was on Hicks. Going to be his third.
We're getting high tech around here.
And we really are. These guys are doing a good job. Appreciate those replays. Ross at the line. Hits the first of 2. Looks like Dre Smith, number 1 for the Stars. Looks like he's going to check into the ball game, replacing Van Hook.
Yahuza Ross at the line. He's got 12 points. He's 2 for 3 at the free throw line this evening. And they get 3 for 4. Him and O'Neal are the only 2 Cardinals that have taken a free throw here tonight.
O'Neal out of the game for the moment.
He kind of comes and goes. You never know if you're going to look up and he's in there or not.
Yeah.
They just took him out last possession and bring him back in this possession.
I don't know if he was having some kind of equipment, uniform issue or what, but he wasn't out very long.
A lot of times you might see that towards the end of a game for offense, defense, but I think you want O'Neal on the floor all the time.
Definitely. Definitely Wooten with the basket there, and these guys can score in a hurry. You just look up and the lead is extended to 18.
Yeah, that's 19 for Wooten. Another leak out for the Cardinals. Another three-pointer here coming up by Grubb. Most of his shots here tonight have been just a little bit short.
He stuck that one between the rim and the backboard. Don't get any points for that. It's not easy to do, but you still don't get any reward for it.
So they're going to call that was a jump ball. So it looks like still going to the Cardinals.
Possession arrow pointing to Mineral Area, so they'll have the ball under their own basket.
Where did we say they was from in Missouri? Parkview?
Park Hills.
Park Hills.
Park Hills, Missouri. Not exactly sure
I was going to ask
even
where's
what
that
part
at?
of Missouri that's in. But
that's Southern? I think maybe Southern somewhere. I don't know. Clearly we've never been.
As far as I know, I've never been to Park Hills, Missouri. Unless I was driving through and just didn't realize it. Foul's called there on number 10, Cackle Rees. His second personal foul, third team foul. Stars with the ball under their own basket.
That was a good inbounds pass there by Jonathan Rogers. A lot harder than it seemed to be.
Got it into McFarland, and he did the rest. Got the bucket.
10 points for McFarland. Good solid game here. O'Neal. That was a big dribble. What is
McFarland celebrates the fact that he was hit hard, but at least he was rewarded for it.
Yeah, and that's just O'Neal. That's just being a big guy.
It is. I mean, just kind of throwing your upper body around, and
it's kind of where we being undermatched, a little bit shorter, not as big, play to our advantage there because my goodness, if he moves, we're going to fall over because he's
absolutely.
that big.
Coach Strigi kind of questioning that call, talking to Kenny Perry, but very, very calm and polite, not out of control.
Yeah, he's been very calm this whole game.
He really has.
It's great to see, and great to see his sportsmanship earlier in the first half. You mentioned about, just patting Jonathan Rogers. This is okay.
And a traveling call there against Mr. Bell. Good to see him back in the game at least. Whatever issue he was having with cramps or whatever seems to have subsided, and glad to have him back out on the floor.
Good again. Everybody's already touched the ball for the Cardinals. It's impressive, their ball movement. It's already been around
it really is.
2 times. That's a big time dunk right there. He took his frustration out on the last play.
Yes.
Wow.
He didn't like that charging call last time around, so I said, okay, boys, watch this.
Goodness gracious.
Up by
freshman, Paul.
Freshman. I'm telling you.
He's like, 17 years old? I'm 18.
Oh, nice 3-point basket there by Mr. Bell. He has really had a great ball game.
There's a 3-pointer there by Grubb. He's got 3 of them in the game.
Mr. Grubb says, well, anything you can do, I can do as well, so I'll just do my 3-point basket on my end of the floor.
Jay Smith with the screen up top. Didn't do anything with it. Picked up a dribble. Lamont Bell with the drive. Tries to get around O'Neal. That's a hard task to do.
Yeah. That's a lot of area to cover when you're getting around that big boy.
Looting that looks like a walk or something.
Good hands there by McFarland.
Two-three zone here for the Stars. O'Neal. He just looks mean the whole time. He looks mean. Looks mad.
Yeah, I'd want to be his friend, not his enemy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would make friends with him in high school. Anthony Well from Louisville, Kentucky. He's hit 2 threes here this evening. Lead up to 24.
Yeah, afraid so. That happens pretty quick.
Let's take a break with him. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people...
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsandfocus.org.
Let it be, let it be.
Welcome back here, basketball fans. Again, the view from the new camera up above on top of the scoreboard. I like it. It's really like you see like on ESPN and TV.
I'm telling you, we are getting high tech around here. These guys are doing a great job.
It's a great view, too, because you see in the top left corner, that's where all the people's at. You can't really see them on the right side. A lot of support here for the Stars. Even though you can't see them on the screen the whole time, they're here.
Yeah, we appreciate the local support, the fans that come out and support the Stars each home game. Bell back out front to McFarland. Picks up his dribble and unfortunately going to have a turnover.
Poked it away there by Grubb. Good hands. Grubb with the basketball. Nice dish to O'Neal.
They are impressive with their movement of the basketball.
Absolutely.
They really see the floor well and move the ball efficiently.
14 points there for O'Neal. You guys are very unselfish.
Yes.
Give up the ball.
Mr. Bell with a nice 3-point basket. How many points for him
24
now?
for Mr. Bell. Moving right on up there. Here's a big-time dunk. My
mercy.
goodness. You know what? If I could dunk like that, I'd scream and yell like he did too.
Guarantee you.
He sounds like a...
I'd have a grunt and yell much louder than that if I could dunk like that.
Like a train coming through.
I'm telling you. Dre Smith inside with a little handoff to Hicks, but he can't get it to go.
Wooten tracks it down. He's their sharpshooter.
Oh, boy.
Hits another.
Telling you, that combination of Wooten on the outside and O'Neal on the inside, that's a pretty potent combination for the Cardinals.
Need this one here by Bell. Tried to match. Couldn't match it. Fleming with a hustle.
Hustle there by Fleming to get the ball back, and Bell's going to go inside and get
a
foul. It's like on Cackleries.
Something to notice here, something to talk about. Lamont, well, as Lamont Bell shooting free throw. We mentioned earlier about Coach Luke Strigi and Kenny Perry having some words.
Yes.
Looks like they was talking again. I don't know if that one was as friendly as before. I don't know.
Yeah, Coach Strigi seems to be leaning towards, as most coaches do, that his player is not guilty of the foul that was called.
Even when you're up by close to 30.
Yes.
Still happens. Still coaching. Good coach is coach.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't, they don't pay much attention to the scoreboard as far as they're going to coach the entire time.
Here we go, Paul. Man-to-man for the Stars.
How about that? I think maybe, is that the first time tonight, Jacob?
First time I've seen it, I believe.
I don't remember them going man-to-man until this point.
See what changes? Well, it's come right after that 2-3 zone has allowed dunk and dunk and dunk by O'Neal.
Dre Smith there getting good position, drawing the charge.
Was that the third charge of the game here for the Stars?
That sounds right.
Couple by McFarland there,
Yeah,
and Dre Smith
sounds right.
Coach Chumley likes to see that. One charge was when O'Neal just said, "I don't put my foot in this spot."
Exactly. Lamont Bell moving the ball up.
Ooh, hit the referee.
Don't get any points for that either.
But you know what? Saved it from going into the bleachers.
That's
the bleachers
true.
there, and then have somebody go get in there and get it. We'll take one for the team. We'll both sides.
That's right. We'll give the assist to the referee.
O'Neal with the ball up top. See if he can shoot a three. Pass away to Whale. He can hit a three again. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He's got 11 points with 3 threes. You know, before the game, or even we were talking about first half, wonder if they can shoot the three, Paul. I think they can.
Yeah, I think they've answered that question
It was
with
a cold.
definitive yes. Yeah, they started out a little cold and kind of gave us some hope. You know, maybe they didn't have a great outside shooting team, but as we talked about before, they put 115 points on the board the last time we played, so we were pretty suspicious that they probably could shoot.
It's a full timeout. Let's take one with them. We'll be right back. WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
First horn just sounded for both teams to come out of the huddles. After the first horn, the referees will come over there and say, "Hey, come on out." And normally it'll buzz again, but it might not. Who knows? You never know around here.
Exactly.
It's okay.
It is 6:28 left in the ball game. Unfortunately, the Cardinals have extended their 12-point halftime lead out to a 27-point lead.
We're going to turn on the press, Paul. We're going to turn it on and see what happens.
Well, in situations like this, you know, you might generate some turnovers, but it's just good, I think, to practice your press.
Exactly.
And
again, in a game like this where it looks like to be already out of hand,
yes.
still run your sets.
Absolutely.
O'Neal,
get the ball in deep, man. That's just almost unstoppable.
19 points for O'Neal is what I got him as, unofficial.
Good move there by Bell, just lost control of the ball. Good hustle there by Hicks to get it back. He's double teamed out to Smith.
Way to get it out though, Lamont Bell.
3-pointer, can't get it to fall.
Under 6 minutes here to go in the second half. 29-point lead for. That was his 3-pointer. Missed it for the Cardinals.
O'Neal now just trying to show off a little bit and show us his range. That's a little goaltend.
They caught that one. There was another one.
Yeah, we thought they missed an earlier one where he pinned it against the backboard. But got it this time, so we'll count that basket for the Stars, 89-62.
Oh, my goodness.
Mercy.
Wow.
Mercy.
It's shaking the ground over here.
I'm telling you, the backboard is still shaking.
I was about to say, he was talking to, because O'Neal was the one who just got that goaltend down there. So he came down here. He's almost like, telling, like, sorry, coach.
Yeah.
I heard him say something to the bench. Sounded like a 40-year-old man. Just the way, just that deep voice.
McFarland, yes.
My, then he just goes up and slams it.
Just slams it and gives that yell.
Goodness. There goes the ball underneath the, it stayed up. Good.
Very
Didn't go
nice.
underneath the, wow.
Yeah, sometimes it goes underneath the bleachers. It's kind of hard to retrieve.
Yeah, then it's really dusty underneath there, Paul.
Exactly.
I used to play here.
Yes, you know these things. You know these inside facts.
Looky there. Lamont Bell,
he's still limping a little bit too, Jacob.
He is.
If you watch him. So,
Lamont Bell, number 22 there. Defender goes right around in there. Ross with the 3-pointer. Hey, that's we just talked about in the last timeout. They have 10 3-pointers by 3 players. So Ross makes one. Now they got 4 players to make 11 threes. A bunch of them. Almost poked away there by O'Neal.
Dre Smith with a nice little 3-pointer from the corner. That may be his first bucket of the game.
It
is that right, Jacob?
First 3 of the game for him. First point. Ross, can he do back-to-back? Yes, he can.
He can.
Wow.
Mr. Ross. And that was, did you say their 12th 3-pointer of the game?
12 threes in the game.
Mercy.
That's the difference maker.
And they are a 3-pointer away from hitting the century mark.
Well, look like going to be right about the same score it was in Missouri.
Yeah, Mr. McFarland just got his pocket picked, unfortunately.
Jared Grubb there. He's got 13 points. And we're going to
Jonathan Rogers, number 2, coming back in for the Stars.
get the sub in here.
Looks like he's going to replace Bell because, as we just mentioned a moment ago, he is limping again.
Get him out of the game here. No point in risking further injury.
Absolutely
down 29.
not. He's had a great game. A great game. You don't certainly want to have him healthy for the rest of the season.
That's a foul on Grubb. That was a late call, but that's a correct call.
Yes.
Reached around
Reach
there.
around. Yep.
Most times you have to I guess they don't call it when they don't see it very well, but you have to be really fast to do that. I was never that fast.
Absolutely. That was the 7th team foul on Mineral Area, so that's going to put us in the 1-1. Dre Smith at the line with the 1-1. Can't convert the first one, unfortunately.
There was only 13 fouls called.
Oh my.
Is everybody okay? I don't like plays like that.
Yeah, that's scary. That is scary. You 2 big men up in the air.
I broke my arm like that. Well, I wasn't trying to go dunk it.
Yeah.
It was like the same type play. You go up for a layup. And, that scene's where you have a lot of your injuries right there. Glad everybody's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to send O'Neal to the line. And looks like he'll be shooting 2.
And he's a left-handed, too. He's lefty, too.
Yeah.
Can't hit free throws worth of crap, but...
No, we've found one weakness, one weak area of his game.
He's 2 for 6.
Yeah. Not strong from the line, but oh my goodness. Is he ever strong inside?
He can do everything else. 2 for 7. Keep fouling him. Don't let him dunk it. Just foul him.
Absolutely. Send him to the line. We have found his weakness.
Jonathan Rogers, put it up, buddy.
Dre Smith will, and he gets his partially blocked.
Next basket here for the Cardinals. Going to put him above the century mark.
Oh, nice pickpocket there by Fleming. And strong move by McFarland. Takes it in. Bucket's good. And the foul. Watch this little replay here. Kind of looked off the defender there and found the lane. Took it in strong.
14 points for Al McFarland. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line.
Foul was on Ross. That's his 4th personal foul. McFarland with the old-fashioned three-point play.
Paul, did you play basketball back in the day?
I played a little basketball. I was more of a football track guy.
Football, okay. Never played that one.
Very nice again by Ross.
So track, like hurdles and stuff?
No, I'm not tall enough. I could run under the hurdles, maybe. I didn't have long enough legs to get over them. No, I was a sprinter. Actually, in college as well at Lipscomb in Nashville.
You did you really?
I did.
That's awesome. Let's go down Division 1.
They are. They weren't back then, thankfully.
What was your 40 time? Is that how you? Is
40
that
times
sprinter
more
language?
football. Yeah, 40.
Okay.
I ran a 4.5.
What's that again? Say it again.
4.5, 4.5.
Okay, that's fast.
Not bad.
That's fast. That's college.
I bet I could do a 10 in 4.5 now. Gonna have Mr. Rogers, Jonathan Rogers, at the line.
Al McFarland.
1 and 1.
Al McFarland ran out.
And
was that an air ball there?
I couldn't tell if that grazed the rim or not.
Let's say it did.
Yes, let's do. Let's go with that. Unfortunately, gave Jonathan had an opportunity to get on the scoreboard. He's had some good things, just not necessarily in the scoring column tonight, but he's had some other good additions to the game tonight. A lot of really hustles.
He's played hard and really attacking the basket on the offensive end.
And another three-pointer. Remember back to the good old days when we wondered if they could shoot threes?
They can shoot.
Mercy.
13 threes.
13 three-point shots made by
and they're shooting
Mineral
at
Area
a
Cardinals.
good percentage. It's not like they're shooting 20% from the three-point line. They're shooting close to 40, if not better.
There's Jonathan with a nice hustle and rebound. And we're down to the 1.5 minute mark left in this one.
So again, to keep in mind, the last time we played the score was 115-75.
Yeah,
so we're right around the same score. But you take a snapshot of the first half and a snapshot of the second half.
Yes.
It was almost like they kept pushing. We ran out of gas. But that first half, we really stayed with them.
That we really did. It was an impressive effort. These guys had faced Mineral Area before, and it really shows a strong mindset to come out and play the way they did, especially in that first half.
That's right. Well, if you're going to turn it off at the end of this game and not watch the post game, I want to remind you that we will have our next home game February 20th. That's a Wednesday night, and then we're going to have a back-to-back Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, February 21st, 2 weeks from today.
Arkansas State Mid-South will be that game on the 21st, so tune back in here in a couple of weeks.
Hopefully we can pair up for that game.
I hope so, yes. I've enjoyed being back here broadcasting with my buddy Jacob.
On Wednesday night, you got to do your day job.
Yeah, they kind of expect me to show up and do my job on Wednesday night.
They need you across town.
I'll have to miss that one on the 20th, but
oh, goodness.
Mercy.
Try it again. Replay. Oh, Coach said no more. That's going to be the final score there. Good
Looks like
sportsmanship. They're going to start.
They are. I'm just going to run out the clock at this point. 109 to 73.
Was that 36?
Will be your final.
It wasn't as bad as 40.
No, they kept it.
Yes. The first half was a lot closer.
Yeah. Yes, much closer. 12-point game at halftime. And that's the final horn. And Jacob, what do you think? What do you think Coach Chumbler is going to say? What positives will he be able to take from tonight's game?
If you go back and look at this replay and of the game, like you can definitely get some positive, especially in the first half. The way we battled, more or less. I think you go back, you show this film to the players, and look. Hey, Jonathan Rogers, this is how great he is right here.
Absolutely.
That's how great he is. We're going to take a little 30-second break, and we'll be right back with the coach. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the legendary Staples singers, my next guest helped create some of the most memorable soul and gospel music of the 20th century, Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples, February 21st in the WKCTC Clemens Fine Arts Center.
And when the broken-hearted people
Don't miss Mavis Staples in the Clemens Fine Arts Center. For tickets, visit artsandfocus.org.
let it be, let it be.
Welcome back, folks. We are here with head coach of the Stars, Mike Chumber. Coach, it was a hard-fought, game, especially in that first half. We think about back November 20th, we went to Missouri to play Mineral Area.
Right.
It was close to the same score, but I know you can definitely take a lot of positives out of this game.
Well, we can. We played a good first half. We just we got guys that we can't guard anybody. We can't defend anyone. I mean, we played the first half. We played well.
Yeah.
The second half, it didn't matter if we were in zone or in man. We can't play guard anybody man for sure.
We mentioned you went man to man there, went a little full court press too to change things up.
But I mean, it just when you don't have the numbers, you can't press long, and
exactly.
We can't guard anyone, and we're going to struggle. We did a better job of running our offense for the most part. Didn't take the quick shots, but if you can't guard anybody, you can't. It's hard to win.
Yeah, and talking about guarding and boxing out too, it's kind of If you go back and listen to this, we've said a lot. Just boxing out, just second chance opportunities our team gets a lot.
Oh yeah. So and we give up 4 shots a lot, and there's a reason they're there. I was joking with their radio guy earlier. He's like, "Well, we're down to 7-2." I said, "Yeah, but I'm afraid your 7's better than my 7." So I mean, we got to figure it out.
They're tough. I'm not sure how much you know about Coach Luke Strigi is how I'm saying it. Seems like a real nice class act.
Oh, super nice guy. They all are. I mean, like I said, the radio guy, the coaches, even the kids. The kids are great kids. I mean, they're very polite, well-mannered kids. I mean, I can't say enough good about their program.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about some of the games coming up. Saturday, you go to St. Louis. Now, we've played them here, didn't we?
We did. We beat them here for the first time, I think, by 7.
Okay.
And he's another one. He's like us. He's down to 8 kids. And, well, here we are. We're about 7, 8, something like that. So it's been a rough year for all of us. So
it's tough. You never know. basically the fall semester compared to the spring semester for us looks completely different.
Well, I promise you it won't happen next year. I promise you.
Yeah.
I looked up there. I spoke to Mitchell Guthrie from McCracken. He was up there tonight, and he's a young man we really want here next year.
Good.
And if we can get some of those kids, he wants to be an engineer. And next year, I promise we won't go athletic. We won't sacrifice academics whatsoever. They will come in here ready to go to school, or they won't be here.
It's great and get these local talent too.
Right.
A lot of times the camera might be looking over there across the court, but there's so many people behind that bench.
Well, it's just like when they did the introductions, you hear Jonathan Rogers' name, and the crowd goes up. And we need more of that.
Yeah. Well, we might go get like a big talent from Atlanta, Georgia, but you got homegrown talent here.
We may and we may not. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Coach, the next home game is February 20th. That's a Wednesday night game. If you want to talk about that, that's a makeup, right?
Right. That's Earl C.
Okay.
And, dang, we got to go there.
You go there the 12th, I believe, February 12th.
The 12th, yeah, that's right. We play them there before we play them here. And, you never know. They may be two different teams for them also.
Brandon's taking care of us back there in the truck.
Well, I'm glad he is because I can't keep up with it.
Next home game is February 20th and the 21st. Coach, I know you got a lot to work on here,
right.
but a lot of positives we can take from the game as well.
We're going to look for them anyway.
Well, Coach, we're going to be right back with Mr. Gary McLean to hear the stats. Thank you so much, sir. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
Welcome back here, basketball fans. We're going to wrap things up here from Hall's Gymnasium. Our last buddy here on the set, Mr. Gary McLean.
Yeah.
He just said, he's like, I forgot to add everybody up.
I got everybody added up. It's just I always kind of bring it across, where the threes and the twos and the ones and the
just as long as
blast off and everything like that, So
just as long as you know. Well, we mentioned a 12-point game at halftime ended up being a 36-point game. They just kind of turned on the afterburners.
They sure did. They turned up the heat and went from there, and that was the end of that. So bless them.
Well, who scored tonight?
All right, we had Dre Smith. He had 3 points. We had Alex Van Hook. He had 5 points. We had Jashad Fleming with 6 points. We had Lamont Bell with 34 points. We had
how many did he have?
34 points.
Good for him.
He had that's good. He did good. He did really good. Al McFarland had 17. Jameson Hicks had 8 for a total of 73 points. We had Anthony Wales had 11. Patrick Strazala had 4. We had David Kirchelis had 10. Steve Wooten had 24. Yahuza Ross had 22. Jared Grubbs had 16. And Gabe O'Neill had 22 for 109 to 73.
Okay, you're running out of time. For all the people at home, they're running out of time to come see your stars this year.
Right. Yeah,
we got two more
games, and then the
Then Cam's Challenge. On that Saturday on March 2nd. So come on out. The next time the Stars will be playing here on campus will be February 20th, Wednesday night, and then back-to-back nights, February 21st. Those are at 7 o'clock, and we will be on the air ready to rock and roll.
We're always ready to rock and roll.
So everyone listening, Gary's getting ready to go to Florida, so rub it in.
Maybe have a little bit of, tan going on when I come back. Relaxation, So.
Well, I'm happy for you, buddy. Hope you can go on there and have a good vacation.
Appreciate it. Thank you much.
You've been watching WKCT Basketball. Tune in next week. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
For some more action.